Imagine being the only human being that looks like you in the entire world. How everyone would look at you. Different? Abnormal? Less human? This is the tale of Noah from Enoch's ancient writings. The Book of Enoch is a mysterious and ancient text, long excluded from modern Bibles, yet it has echoed through the centuries, with secrets too strange to ignore. Believed to have been written thousands of years ago, the book is attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. In it, angels fall, giants walked the earth, and the heavens opened with terrifying visions of judgment and redemption. But perhaps its most perplexing revelation comes in a passage barely known. A birth unlike any other. A child of prophecy. Noah. In this arcane book, the birth of Noah is recorded not with joy, but with shock and fear. He did not resemble other children of his time. In fact, he did not even look human. Lamech was a righteous man. But when he looked upon his newborn son, terror gripped his heart. According to the Book of Enoch, Noah was born with a skin that was white as snow and as red as a rose. His hair was white as wool. His face radiated light. And his eyes? Beautiful. It was so extraordinary that Lamech fled. He ran to his father, Methuselah, who sought out Enoch the prophet, to inquire why this child did not look like them, but like the children of the angels. As the tale goes, Lamech feared Noah may be a Nephilim, a hybrid born from a union of angels and humans. Some of these beings were monstrous and gigantic, often violent and lawless. They were described in the Book of Enoch as having corrupted the earth with forbidden knowledge and bloodshed. Could it be that Lamech's wife had been seduced by one of these heavenly rebels? Methuselah, the child's grandfather, journeyed to the ends of the earth to find Enoch and have these questions answered. And there, the ancient prophet told him that Noah was pure and special, and that a new age of humanity was to begin with him. Modern science may scoff at tales of glowing infants and angelic lineages, but genetic memory runs deep. In recent years, scientists have begun to re-examine humanity's ancient past through the lens of DNA. What they have found is extraordinary. Genetic tests have revealed that modern humans interbred with Neanderthals and Denisovans, archaic human species that they claim suddenly vanished. Based on scientific research, 2 to 5% of the DNA of people with European and Asian ancestry today traces back to these non-human species. These were beings with larger brains, robust physiques, and unique traits such as pale skin, varying hair color, and varying eye color. In the Book of Enoch, Noah's skin, his hair, and eyes are described exactly as what Neanderthals might have looked like, at least according to genetic reconstructions. This strongly implies that mankind once coexisted with other humanoid species, as also proven by DNA test results. If the people of Noah's time saw his appearance as an anomaly, a non-human trait, what did they look like? Clearly it was anything but pale white-skinned with beautiful eyes. Maybe the theory of all humans originating from Africa is true after all, at least based on the Book of Enoch. This book portrays the alteration and genetic mutation of mankind by mingling with non-human entities, the Watchers, those who descended from the heavens to lust after the daughters of men, and fathered giants that devastated the earth. Enoch's narrative is apocalyptic, portraying a time before the Great Flood when divine and human bloodlines blurred. Yet there is nuance in Noah's case. Noah was not a Nephilim. He was born of human parents, but his appearance resembled that of the offspring of the Watchers. This uncanny similarity suggests that the angelic traits of the Watchers were physical. Clearly the Watchers were beings of flesh and bone. What if their divine appearance was simply a genetic difference, like the Neanderthals? Science tells us that Neanderthals and Homo sapiens were genetically compatible. Could the Watchers be a cultural memory of a different hominid species? One with unusual abilities, knowledge, and physical traits. Like literally, the evidence of their existence is littered all over the earth. Enoch told Methuselah that Noah was not a Nephilim, but a child of destiny. He was different for a reason. His strange appearance was a sign. The Almighty Creator's poetic way of announcing the end of a corrupted age. Enoch also mentioned that a flood unlike any that had ever been or would ever be would come to cleanse the earth of the genetic impurity it had been infested with. And afterwards, humanity would start anew, with the strange child that had been born. Noah grew up among people who looked nothing like him. The humans of that era, early descendants of Adam and Eve, were dark-skinned, reflecting their tropical origins. Their hair was thick and black, their eyes deep brown. In every village, in every family, this was the norm. And according to today's statistics, many ages later, nothing has changed. 80% of the human population still have dark hair and brown eyes. But Noah was pale, his hair like white wool, and his eyes blazed with an inner fire. Children wept when he stared too long. Elders turned their faces away. Some probably whispered, "He had no soul." Noah carried the mark of the righteous, chosen to survive the destruction of the old world and become the father of the new. Today, science uncovers bones in ice and stone, Neanderthal skulls, DNA sequences hidden in bloodstreams, strange traits that trace back not to apes, but to humanoid creatures that once walked among us. Some still carry their red hair. Others inherited their eyes. What the Book of Enoch called Watchers and Nephilim, modern science may one day call genetic lineages, ancestral cousins, or hominid hybrids. But one truth remains. In the days before the flood, the world was full of beings who did not look the same, think the same, or live the same. Some corrupted the world, but one Noah was born to cleanse it. The Book of Enoch fades into silence after the flood, but its legacy lives on. In the mystery of Noah's birth, in the shadows of giants, and in the fragments of DNA still carried by billions of people today.